Coordinate geometry. We need to move on already.
Okay, need to move on already.
Yeah. Do you have any E-math questions?
Nah, man.
Okay.
No.
Alright, okay.
Let me see actually. In my emails.
Your E-maths you score A2 or A1?
A1.
Oh, okay. Like the borderline A1?
No.
Or the
I think it's AP.
remarkably above or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, in my whole
Class.
level,
Okay.
yeah, I got second place of for all my academic.
Oh, ah.
Yeah, all.
Wow.
Yeah. I got everything A1 actually except my physics. It's
Oh, okay.
C6.
Oh. Wow. That's
Yeah.
not good, huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's so bad. I know I shouldn't be focused on just the C6. I should focus on the other A1s. Yeah, but quite bad, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Any
Any special reason for that?
Just being bad at physics count. I just don't understand physics.
No, physics is good. Actually, physics is super simple.
Oh my god.
Maybe
That's all max teachers say.
No, next time maybe you can just talk about physics once.
Really?
Yeah, but you need to tell me which topic. Then maybe I go and read up a bit. Then before I can share my knowledge with you. Because I think I can pick up very fast, but I don't have any knowledge already. That kind of thing.
Oh, so you so you do you have a degree or something?
Yep, degree. Yeah.
At what?
Engineering. Electrical engineering.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh wow, electrical. That's my least favorite topic.
Okay. So that one is the very simple lah. If you talk about physics, then there is they call it the electricity.
Yeah,
That chapter
okay.
I'm super good at that.
Really?
Yes. And then that chapter actually is the easiest.
For you?
If you no. I know the way to make it so simple so that students understand.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
When
So
I
it
go
just
to that chapter,
yeah.
I ask
So it's
you.
just like mathematics, right? Like logarithm and indices, right? So it's supposed to be the hardest, but any chapter in A math I can make it quite easy. Okay, so let's talk about the coordinate geometry. Okay, so because I think we did not go through all the coordinate geometry questions the other time, so I think it's good to pick them up and then do them. Okay, so for the one with the modular sign, right? I don't want to talk about this. Is 10, homework 10. But I don't think you need to look at that because you can look at here. So for the one with the modulus, I don't think I want to talk about it anymore. You still have any problem with the modulus question?
I don't think so.
Don't sound, you don't sound convincing. Okay, let's just start with this now. So just quickly start with this, then we just move ahead. Okay, so for this, right, this is y equals to this 2x plus 4. Okay, if you remember, okay, let me just test your memory. So how do you sketch this one out?
So first you do 2x plus 4.
Okay, yep, you do the 2x plus 4. Yes, very good. And then?
Then add modulus sign.
Yes, that's the second step. How the modular sign will affect this?
So whichever n is in the negative side, it will go over to the
Wait.
positive side.
You're talking about the left to right or bottom to above?
Left. I'm talking about left to right.
Left to right, that one is the what value?
The x value. Yeah, is.
Then you look at the modular sign, it will affect which value?
Y.
Okay.
Oh, so this one is go down to up.
Yes. So anything negative, right, below the x-axis will be
Yeah,
reflected up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a symmetry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Then next, then you just
Add
what is plus 1?
So the plus 1 will go up by 1.
What go up by 1?
The y.
So the entire graph will go up by 1. So if you look at this question, right? Without drawing it out, I think you know what is this point already. This point is where your y is equal to 1. Because for a modulus question, the lowest point is 0. But with the plus 1 or minus 3, right, the graph will get raised or lowered. So in this case, right, it plus 1, right? So therefore it will get raised by 1 unit lah.
Yeah.
So therefore I know that this y coordinate is 1. So when this is 1, right, then x is equal to what? Then you have to solve it. So how do you solve? Can you try to solve? So y equal to 1. So can you solve for the x? How do you solve?
Right.
So 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say
Yeah. So x is equal to
oh wait, let me do it. Negative 2 or 2?
I think 2 cannot. 2 will be 8 already. Only
Also
minus
just
2.
negative 2.
Yeah, minus 2. So that's how you get your P. Okay? So what is so special about the Q? 0, right?
0.
Yeah.
X.
So then you just get the 0 into this.
And then find the x.
Yeah, so it's 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 mark. 3 mark, very easy.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Quite easy.
Then next, a line of gradient m passes through the point 0 and 3. Okay? So this is where it gets slightly tricky, okay?
Gradient m passes through 0 and 3. Okay.
So let me just zoom into this. Oh, let me just get it to the PowerPoint.
PowerPoint is your friend.
Actually, I prefer this because this is offline. Offline, then
Easier to.
it's I mean the drawing is more fluid.
Smooth.
Yeah,
smooth.
more smooth. Yeah. So okay, so I need to get this point. This one is 0 and 5. This one is negative. Negative 2, yeah, and 1, yeah. Okay, good. So when
0 and 3 is somewhere.
gradient is equals to negative 1. So and it passed to point 0 and 3. 0 and 3 is somewhere here.
Yeah.
And then with a gradient 1, right? Okay. So you need to ask yourself, what's the gradient of this one? PQ. Gradient for PQ. So PQ.
So y2 minus y1.
Yep, good. Yep, very good. So that is the formula. Okay. So actually y1 minus y2 also can, but you only take x1 minus x2. So I just pick 5 minus 1. 0 minus 2. So it's
4 to
2. Okay, good. So this is m equals to 2. Okay. Then also okay, maybe I don't need this one. So now you need to get gradient equals to minus 1. So minus 1 is and then it passes through the 0, 3, right? So it's minus 1 has, okay, this is positive gradient. This is negative gradient, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this negative gradient, right, so you can actually try to sketch it out. So 0, 3, and then gradient is this. So basically with the gradient with this 0, 3, right, in fact they tell you the equation of this line already. So what is the equation of the line? Y equals to mx plus c, right?
Yeah.
What is your m? Minus 1. What is your c? 3. This is the y-intercept. Do you know? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the c is actually the y-intercept.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore you get this line already. So how do you sketch this line? You need to sketch this line out. So you already get 1 point, you just need another point. So maybe another point you want to choose maybe you choose the negative 2 lah. You choose the negative 2, you put it in, y equals to negative 2 plus 3. So it's 2 plus 3, so it's 5. So for this one, negative 2 is 5. So negative 2 is 5 is here. Okay, then you draw a line. Here, right? Okay, so what you need to do is you want to know whether it will hit this point also or not, right? Because if it hit it, I mean if this and this, right, it hit each other, right, that means it will have 2 roots. So 2 roots means find the x coordinate of the points of intersection. So you need to know how many points of intersection first, right? I think this point of intersection you have no problem finding already. Okay, but you just need to find the other point.
How do you find that?
Okay, good. So now you just need to solve simultaneous equations. Sorry. So we know that this is your equation for when m equals to negative 1. So y equals to this versus y equals to this one. Can you solve this 1 and 2 simultaneously? So just do this. Right? Then you bring the 1 over. Okay? Okay? Now, this is the most important concept when it comes to modulus. Okay, we talked about this before. So if you have y, this one can be y, it can be negative y, right? So therefore, based on this, okay, so your this minus x plus 2 can be just equal to 2x plus 4, or it can also be equal to negative 2x plus 4 with a bracket. So can you solve 1 and 2 now? Then you get 2 value of x. Just a blank page. Okay, so what are the 2 values of x from this? This one should be very simple. This is like what? Set 1.
Actually,
No. What's the value for x from 1?
it's negative 2 by 3 and then the second one.
Oh, okay.
So the second one is, if I'm not wrong,
Mm.
negative 6. Yeah, negative 6.
Okay, so just go back to the question. So it looks okay lah. Negative 2 by 3 and then negative 6, right? So that means they hit each other somewhere here lah. So it looks reasonable lah. So but they want the x coordinate. Okay, done. Okay, so this one part 2 done. Okay, so now the last part is the most interesting part. Determine the set of value m for which the line intersects the graph at 2 points. Okay, the set of value, so mean range of value lah. Okay, so at 2 points means what? Means, let me just get this over.
The line passes through that.
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points of the.
So okay, so you need to test the limit.
Wait, I think you've done this before.
Yep. Okay, it's okay. We have done a lot of logarithm in these questions also, right? Okay, so you need to test the limit. First thing first. 0 point. Okay, 0 point means
Y equals Y.
parallel. Okay, sorry. This one will give you 1 point. When this line I call this line is parallel to this one. It's parallel to the graph. Okay, then of course this one, so you must be smaller than, you must be smaller than this lah. So let's say this is y equals to mx plus c, right? So as long as your m your next m your next m is smaller than smaller means what? This one is steep. Bigger. Bigger than this m. This is the parallel m. As long as it's bigger than this, then you have hold on. That means this is more gentle or what? Okay, bigger or smaller? I want to ask you also. Which one? This is your MP. So your M in this case must be bigger than MP or smaller than MP in order to have 2.
I think should be
What's the meaning of bigger? Bigger means more.
bigger, that means it go up, won't go up.
Bigger means it will be more. Okay, so your MP, you need to understand that your MP is a negative number here. Let's say it's negative 5 lah, huh? So bigger than MP, it means negative 4, right?
Yeah.
So negative 4 and negative 5, you think negative 4 is like this or like this?
It's more towards like 90, like.
No, you answer me. You think this is MP equals to negative, no, you think this red one is M equals to negative 4, or this one is M equals to negative 4, while this is M equals to negative 5?
Is below 1.
Below 1, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, how come it doesn't work? Okay, never mind.
Just delete it.
Oh, never mind. Because sometimes the keyboard has some issue.
Oh.
Just unplug.
Right.
Never mind. Just can I key in something? Okay, I can. Good. So y equals to minus 5x plus 2. Okay. So you were saying minus 4 will be this one or that one?
Less steeper.
This one?
Yeah.
This one will be negative 4?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Maybe to be more obvious, negative 3 lah. Yeah, less deeper. Okay, so your understanding is okay. Okay, so should be this one. Should be this one,
Yeah.
So therefore should be bigger, ma.
Mm.
Okay, not smaller, So that's how you decide. So therefore you need to figure out what is the this one, the one parallel to this. Okay? So how do you, that means you need to find out what's the gradient of this line. You have 1 point already, which is actually you have 2 points lah, if you realize. Which 2 point? This point and this point.
Yeah.
So once you get the gradient out, then you just need to make sure that the gradient is less than this. Then this is your I call it the parallel gradient. Bigger. Bigger, we demonstrate that, because bigger means less steep. Less steep is 2 points. That's the concept.
Okay.
Okay? Okay? Good. Okay, good. Then we move on to next one. Oh, so luckily I don't have bad friends. Maybe they say, do you have Do you want to have some drugs? That's it. Good. Wow. Gone case.
Why did you bring that up so
No,
suddenly?
because I just realized that my this catchphrase sometimes will get me into trouble.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you catch my humor just now?
No,
Yeah. Okay.
you
Never
just
mind.
all of a sudden there you were like, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. So yes. So
Okay, good.
never mind. Next, this one. This is the one I want to talk about. Really talk about. Then, coordinate geometry. Done.
Done.
Yes. Because I think we have talked about coordinate geometry for two lessons, including today's. I will take this as 2.5. Yeah. So you have no excuse not to know how to do it. Okay, let's try this first by yourself.
By myself.
Yep. And yeah. With me holding your hand sometimes. Let's look at it together. Yeah.
In the diagram, the point A. Oh, they already listed out. Okay,
Yep.
so don't need
Yes.
to use that.
Mm.
Point B lies on the lies in the perpendicular bisector of AC.
Never mind. Let me just airdrop this to you so that you get to do it using your iPad as well. Yeah. Eh? Where's the airdrop option?
Glitch.
Wait.
Glitch.
No, did the airdrop option just hide behind then? Okay, never mind. Oh yeah. Maybe it gets hide behind. Okay, this is yeah. BLSS. What's that?
Boon-Lay Secondary School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is
Done. Okay. Done. Did I send you something else?
Yes.
Hopefully, I don't send you something else.
What do you mean?
I might have some personal stuff here and then I send it to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Like my bank account number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, my bank account number is okay. You send me money, not my bank account details. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Just open with anything. You don't have to put it here. You just do it like with.
This one easier. It's okay.
No,
Takes only a
okay.
few seconds.
Okay.
Point A is okay. Point B lies on the bisector of AC.
Good. Yeah. Just adjust yourself a little bit. Yeah. So it's easy.
The equation of AC. Oh, this one only define the equation of AC. So there's
Do you know what is the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AC? What was the meaning of perpendicular bisector?
it's well it cuts
Yeah.
perpendicularly
Yeah.
cuts through the 90
Yeah.
degree.
And split AC into
Two parts,
Yeah.
equal.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Okay, you understand. Okay, good.
So basically it's just this point you're asking.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mx plus C.
Yeah. It follows this format.
So C is 5.
How? Why?
That's is 5 here.
C is the one in the set.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
C is called the Y intercept.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Five is the Y coordinate.
I'm stuck.
Now, how do you find the line of equation? You need to find the M first.
Yeah.
How do you find the M? How do you find the gradient? Get the
Get
formula out.
the
So can you get that?
I need maybe
Yeah,
you can,
you need 2 points, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, so which 2 points you know? On this line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to get 2 points up. So which 2 points you know?
Maybe take the one with like y equals to 0.
Okay, good one. Yeah, good one. So yeah, so maybe you can take the these are called the points on the
Physical
x-axis,
point.
or yeah, or the points on the y-axis. Yeah, can you try to label, because you know at least one of the coordinate. Okay, it's a good start. It's a good start. This is your. You don't know the x. So you write down x1. Write down x1 there.
x1.
Yeah. x1, the one is small one.
Yeah.
Maybe. I like the way you write x.
Really?
So distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to write this. It's so
No,
weird.
I don't do. Okay, I write x like that, but I don't use the. I don't write times. My times is a dot in the middle. So that's how I differentiate. Continue.
Wait, there's also a.
This point is also available. Yeah. And by the way, you need to get this point also, which is the y-axis. Point on the y-axis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really, very nice.
Okay, you can. Yes.
Because I'm coughing.
Yeah. But anyway, you have spread your whatever already. So
Let's just.
you have spread for 1.5 hours. So that means I don't know whether it helps anymore.
Okay, so now.
You also need to point, get the point, this point out. This one, on the y-axis.
Here.
That one is the x-axis.
This one.
Yes, yes. Because you can get this point, this is your y-intercept, which you need to find, right? So this is
So
the
x
0.
equals 0.
Yes.
Y.
y2. Because you consider that as your x1 mark, right? Yeah, good.
Huh? I'm so confused.
There is another gradient formula. Can you write the gradient of this AC? Can you write m AC? M big one. No, here. M AC. Small AC. Yeah. So this is called gradient AC. Is equal to? I think you can find this one, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. Then this is like MB.
VD. Let's just.
Okay, let's BD. Okay, let's BD. Okay. So do you know the relationship between MAC and MBD? They are perpendicular to each other. So if they are perpendicular to each other, so what's the thing? Parallel means equal gradient. Perpendicular?
Opposite.
不是 no. Their product is -1.
Also negative gradient. Oh,
So
like the same number except it's negative.
No, the product of this. So basically, your MAC times the MBD is equal to -1.
Oh.
Okay, if they are perpendicular to each other. So your job is to find out the MAC first, which you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So you just need to remember this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just put it first.
Okay.
So this one times this one equal -1.
Yeah. So please write it down. Yes. So actually, what you should write in the exam is since line AC is perpendicular to line BD, therefore MAC times MBD is equal to -1. That's what you should write in the
Exam.
exam.
To tell them that
Yeah, that you are using the ring ruler. Yeah, equals to
So
so MBB is equal to 7/6. 7/6. Okay, good. So you get your gradient. Right? So how do you get the y-intercept if you get the gradient?
so this one is MPD.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So we know the y one is
No, now you need to find C. Erase the M because we get the M multiplied 7/6. Yeah. So you need one set of x and y. Then you get your C, right? Right? Yeah. So which set of x and y you get? What's this point?
this point.
Yep. How do you find the value of this point?
Divide by 2.
Which one do you have to do?
Let me see.
Use the midpoint theorem. What's the midpoint theorem? Midpoint theorem is, write it down. So there are two things you need to memorize. So one of them is the perpendicular. So the product of the gradient is only one. Then the other one is midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem says, right, x midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 over 2. Yes. So same thing. Y midpoint is equal to
y2.
yeah y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay. So you have your x1 here.
So it is
Negative 2 plus 5 divided by 2. That's your x1. And then the other one is 4 plus and minus 1. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, this is called an x midpoint, not x1, right? Am I right?
yeah. This is the total. Then y
Mid.
4 minus 1 divided by 2. So 3 divided by 2 is 1 by 5. Wait,
Yep. Yep. How about
I don't trust my head.
also 1.5?
Oh, so
Okay, good.
is
Yep, 1.5 enough.
so this one is
Yep, you can label 1.5, 1.5 here. So with this, I think you can sub in, then you get the C already. Right?
yeah.
Yeah. So two things you need to remember for coordinate geometry. By the way, this is advanced coordinate geometry.
Yeah, this is like the
Oh no, so basically you are learning E-math coordinate geometry. You are as good as learning E-math coordinate geometry. Just much harder. Okay.
so C equals to negative 25.
Does it make sense?
Well,
Is it? It's supposed to be negative. C equal to negative 0.25.
yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, good. Yeah. So it makes sense, right? Because it's below the x-axis, right? If you
Yeah.
get positive, then you know that you are wrong. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Done. That's the equation. 3 mark. Okay, 3 mark a lot of work. The value of h, okay, value of h is very simple because you already get the equation. Right?
Oh, yeah. So it's 1 mark.
No.
So y equals to
6?
5.
Okay. Good. Do fraction. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. 可以。So move on. Find the coordinate of D.
The point B such that ABCD is a rhombus.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is a D.
Yeah. D.
Find the root of D. Okay.
Oh. So that means you have a XD and YD. That's what you need to find.
Oh.
So you need to find XD and YD, that means you have two unknowns, so you need to form two equations.
Okay.
So which two equations you form to get this XD and YD?
One maybe from the gradient.
So here XD and YD, right? So one is from the midpoint theorem. What's your H? 4.5, right?
Yes.
Then your this is 5, right? Okay, good. So from the midpoint theorem, what it says is 4.5 plus the XD divided by 2 will give you 1.5, right?
Yes.
Then the other one is 5 plus the YD over 2 is also 1.5.
Yeah.
So that's one equation. Can you write it down? I think two equations is good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry. So that means you can figure it out already. Yeah, okay, good. Then you can solve.
So this one.
Okay? Okay, good.
I already found.
Yeah. Is it a nice number?
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. So yes, so for the A maths this coordinate geometry, right? Actually that two rules like midpoint theorem and then the product of the gradient is equal to -1 when they are perpendicular to each other. So these two are the main thing.
Product of the two gradients, right?
Yeah. So you can actually write down m1 times m2 is equal to -1. If line 1 and line 2 is perpendicular to each other. Generally when you are doing mathematics, you don't write in English. You try to use sketch, diagram, formula to represent the sentence.
Okay.
Okay? We are not teaching English, okay? Yes. So seriously, when you explain, right? When you explain next time let's say if they ask you to explain your answer, right? So in mathematics you try to, if you can do with a diagram, use a diagram. Understand me? Yeah, because a diagram speaks a 500 words, because a picture speaks 1,000 words, so a diagram is less than a picture, so just half it. Okay.
Yeah, I will try to learn this
Okay.
and finish my homework.
Yep. So if you look at this, right, in fact, if you want to have a good revision of what you have learned today, right, you just go back and do the 11. I mean, don't look at the 11. Okay, no solutions, so you can try to redo the 11, not many questions. Okay, 11, 10, yeah, and even, yeah, 10 and 11 lah. Okay, so they are very relevant to our this what you have learned today. Okay, then can I look at your syllabus, like what you are learning in term 3? I mean your term 3.
Oh, actually,
Ah.
my teacher sent this. Maybe you could take a look at this. So this is what her plan basically.
So
So actually now,
hold on, this is A or E? The 5.2.
A or E?
Yeah, A maths.
Oh, A math. Oh, this
So
is
it's
A math.
graphs and applications of exponential function. Okay, good. So
That's the one.
we have not talked about graphs, right? I mean, we have not talked about graphs of exponential, but actually you should be able to do it. You know why? We have talked about how to sketch any graph. Did we? Let's start off with one. Easy one. How do you sketch this?
Given the values of like pure values of x,
Correct.
being
That's always the that is always the I call it the layman way. Layman means anybody. So you always give yourself a few pairs of x and y. Okay. So what I like to do is I generally give myself the negative, then the 0, and then the positive. So generally I give myself 4 points to start with. If 4 points are enough for me to see the trend, then I will stop at 4. Because sometimes 4 points I still cannot see the trend, then I cannot continue. So can you help me quickly find out what's y when my this is negative?
So first one is 2.72.
2.72. Okay, next 0, 1.
Yeah, 1
Then e to the negative 1.
is 0.36.
Okay, continue.
Then negative 2 is
Mm.
0.14.
Can you give me one more?
0.050.
Okay, good. Never mind. So once you get this right, so you just have to, of course, use straight line. For you need to use a ruler. For me, just it's okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So I have a negative 1. So what I observe is negative 1 here is about, okay, this is 2, this is 4, so it's about 3 now. So it's somewhere here. 0 is 1, right? It's here, right? 1 is 0.36, right? Zero 0.36 is less than half, then it's very close, very close. So basically what you do is, I think you can see the trend already. Yeah, it's a curve. And this one will go very close to the x-axis, right? And this one will like go exponentially up lah. Okay? So this is your y equals to e to power negative x. Okay? That's how you sketch.
Yeah.
Okay? If you have a plus 1 here, then just raise every point
Up
by 1 now. Okay? Okay? Now of course you have the benefit of using the GeoGebra. Right?
Yeah.
So that is this one is even better. So it's negative x, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you see? So yes, so this is the one, the red one.
Yeah. No, not the red one, the blue one.
Blue one, sorry, yeah. Sorry, the blue one, yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
So when it comes to graphing the exponential or the logarithm, so let's say if I give you, we have not talked about ln actually, right? We have not talked about ln much. So today we still have a bit of time, so let's talk about ln. We keep talking about log, right? Log, right? So ln is equal to loge.
Yeah.
So if next time you see ln, it's just loge. And we talk about what is lg, right? Log is, I mean lg is log 10.
10.
Okay, so let's say if next time you see a questions like let's say can you give me your that book, see if you have any ln, that book.
Oh, that book.
Yeah,
Can you just open it up?
yeah, you just open it up and see if you see any ln.
Actually, I learned about log.
You know about ln already?
Yeah, it's like they just said there's also this one.
Okay, never mind, I already remember the question, so
Oh, it's here, it's here.
okay,
Oh,
good.
right.
Okay, good. So yeah, ln 4 equals to p, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you change ln to log
Log
e,
4.
4 equals to p. So this one is logarithm format. The indices format is e to the power of p equals to 4.
4.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is one. The other one is just now we talk about the population, right? Remember that question? 600. Then 2 plus e to about minus 0.2 t, right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't ask me how I remember. I somehow just remember. Okay. So what if I ask you to find t, given the population is
1000.
cannot be 1000. Just now lower is
1200.
1200,
Yeah.
right? Don't try to trick me, okay? I remember this question very well.
I also.
Then how come you say 1000? 1000, that means there was no such thing, man. That means
I just,
invalid, not valid. So 1500. So how do you do this question? Like, try. Send this to me before you. Let's drop.
is that one?
What you see, by the way. I also don't know what you see. Yeah, good. Okay, I accept. Okay, good. 可以了. Okay, you continue with the this question. How do you find it?
There's still one more.
One more. E-math.
Same.
Same.
It's just August also.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Try the.
Actually, it's the same thing you just did just now.
Yeah,
Just keep
yeah,
simplifying.
yes. This is 0.5. Yes. Then you get this into the.
So this one go here.
Yeah. You get into the logarithm format.
Oh yeah. This one.
This is the logarithm. Yeah. You get the logarithm format. This is the indices format. You get this indices format in the logarithm format. No, not 0.5. So what is the logarithm format? log. What's the base? No, what's the base?
E
Yes.
0.5
Yes.
equals negative 0.2
Correct. Then you just use your calculator. log is ln.
ln.
Change it to ln. 0.5.
Oh.
Yeah. Right? You just key in ln 0.5. Then don't need to continue because after that it's just simple mathematics.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Negative 0.2. Right? Yep, good.
So
Yep.
T
He's
is
three and some months.
yeah.
Okay, good. Yep. So we have so basically we talk about the graph of. Okay, can you go to that picture? Just to show you that we have. Okay, so I don't think you have problems with this. Then logarithm and logarithm equation done also. Graph of logarithm. Yep, same thing. So just now I show you the exponential one. So for logarithm, let's say you give you ln 5, then you just give yourself a few points, sketch it out, and you have the benefit of using GeoGebra. Parallel lines, perpendicular lines.
I think that's the
We just talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perpendicular line, midpoint. Just
Yes.
talk about it. Area of triangle and quadrilateral. I think this part is quite easy. Equation of circle. Yep. So next we will move on to equation of circle.
Is it like area or
No, that was no equation of circle is so hard. I mean a little bit hard. Transforming equation to linear form. Yeah, done.
huh? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm done.
Oh okay.
Okay, good. So yes, so our next topic will be the equation of circle.
Oh okay.
Okay?
And then after that is already that's it. Is W3 already.
Yeah. And then of course there is this one, transforming equation into linear form. This is also another topic.
What's that?
They give you something they give you a logarithm and you need to get the logarithm into a linear equation. Y equals to mx plus c.
Oh. Oh. I don't like
Okay,
that.
so that means you need to be very good with exponential first. Because
Actually,
if you are not